Welcome to the Blue Cafe. We offer stories of infidelity, betrayal, and redemption. Please like and subscribe. Cheers. Now, on to today's story. I saw my wife's previous sex videos, seeking advice. My wife and I are both in our early 30s. No kids. Based in a large city somewhere in North America. We met at a social gathering 1.5 years ago. We started dating about 1 year ago and have now been married about 3 months. We have been living together for 3 months now. Before living together, my wife was living alone in a 1-bedroom condo, and I was living with a roommate. We decided together that I would move into my wife's place and share rent until we save enough money to move to a larger place, especially when we have kids. Overall, our relationship has been great. No major fights. Our personalities match. Our families get along. Financially we are stable. Sex life has been great until recently. About 2 to 3 weeks ago, my laptop broke down and I have been using my wife's old laptop. In her laptop, I found several old sex videos and photos of my wife and her ex-boyfriend that were over a span of many months. I want to clarify that the most recent one is well over a year ago, so before we started dating, and did not cheat on me. I couldn't resist myself and ended up going through all the videos and photos. I really regret doing this. While I love my wife and understand that she had prior relationships in the past, the imagery and the sounds from the videos constantly haunt me. Her naked body intertwined with another man's naked body. The ducking. The moaning. The dirty talk. The way she looks at him, etc. I can't get it out of my head. It is a constant reply in my head. I have been avoiding intercourse. Don't have much libido. And a few times we tried to engage in sexual activity, the images haunt me and I can no longer stay aroused. My wife doesn't know about me seeing the videos. I have yet to talk to her about this because I am not sure what to really say. She hasn't done anything wrong. I guess the only thing she could have done differently is delete those videos, but I highly doubt that she even remembers the existence of those videos. Has anyone been in a similar situation? I want our marriage to work out and both of us to be happy. Would appreciate any meaningful advice or feedback. Lol, why would you sit there and watch them all? You did that to yourself. She might be a little put off by that. You should tell her you found the videos, so you can talk about it, but leave the rest out. I've heard of men being turned off like this before, but it's usually in the context of group sex. Some guys think it would be hot to see his wife get plowed by another man, but often what happens is he goes soft and can't perform. Especially if the wife is really enjoying it. Listen, your wife has a sexual past. You do too. You're letting this ruin your sex life, which will eventually ruin your marriage. You have to talk with her about it. Even if you argue and she gets pissed about you snooping, you have to have the hard conversations in a marriage. Delete the friggin' videos and reconnect with your wife. Do you think that she didn't have sex with the other guys she dated? Stop pain shopping. Pain shopping. That's the best way to describe this behavior I've ever heard. Take my poor man's gold sports medal. Talk to her about it. Let her adjust, as it may come as a shock they've been found. I'm sure she didn't want to hurt you. Then when the dust has settled, both talk about how it makes you feel. Also be glad you have an adventurous sexual partner who has made a commitment to you. No offense, but you did it to yourself. You chose to watch private videos that weren't for you to see and then are now upset that you're horrified by them. My question is, why did you watch them? I feel like anybody in a monogamous relationship that doesn't have a fetish for someone having sex with their spouse knows better than to watch this. You have to talk to her about it. It's not fair for her to be punished for having a life before you. You never had sex with other women before your wife? If you push her away now because of your insecurities, then you will regret her resentment toward you. My husband found my videos on my old phone. He spoke to me about it. I was confused at first because I had no idea what he meant. And then I remembered. See, I have a habit of not deleting anything. Even on Facebook I just let people delete me over time. I even have pictures with me and my ex on Instagram still because I just don't bother deleting them. When he told me, I said I could just delete them, it wasn't a big deal. BCTBH, I forgot they existed. Is it at all possible she just forgot? Luckily my husband was understanding. He knows I had a sex life before him, and more importantly he knows that I am loyal to him. Also, one more tiny thing. Sometimes we have to keep the videos because the person in them may be an ass and try to use them against you. By having them yourself too, you can shift the power balance or use them as proof if need be. I think you should talk to her about it. Communication is almost always the best move. Try to step back and remember that the woman you fell in love with and married had already had sex. You knew that. It doesn't change who she is. Without betrayal, you are strong enough to overcome this. If you love her and want to be with her, then this is not worth losing her over. Another likely less than popular suggestion is to make the video less impressive or taboo. Watch it, discuss it, or even have sex to it if it helps with reclaim mentality. Give her a chance to tell you all the things he did in bed that she hated, to tell you that she faked it. Don't let your imagination elaborate something that wasn't. If they were filming, they were already acting and embellishing to a degree. Their sex was not that great. This guy was not that great. That's why she married you. But if you leave her over this, then maybe you're not that great either. Figure it out, you'll be fine. Time heals. Edit, reread some of the post. I'm not going to edit my above response even though I feel it was harsher than necessary. But to add, my advice on what to say is just I found some old home videos on your laptop by accident and let her respond and then let it go from there. Give her a chance to tell you all the things he did in bed that she hated, to tell you that she faked it. Don't let your imagination elaborate something that wasn't. If they were filming, they were already acting and embellishing to a degree. Their sex was not that great. This guy was not that great. I can appreciate you trying to make up feel better about this, but don't you think this would be a lie? I don't think she kept the videos because he was bad in bed. Not necessarily. My point is, this guy's imagination is likely running wild about things that aren't even factual. Allow her the chance to tell it how it is. There's a reason they aren't together. Swim made videos with someone who was crap in bed. It happens. I agree, but it could go either way. Just because she isn't with him doesn't mean he was bad at sex. He could have dumped her for all we know. I think what matters is why she kept the videos in the first place. If she forgot about it, then there's a better chance of moving past it. If she kept them because she likes to revisit them every once in a while, that's a bigger issue. Either way, OP needs to tackle this head on. The outcome is a toss-up until that happens. Thank you. I, 33M, saw my wife's, 32F, old sex videos. Update. More than a month ago, I posted about seeing several old sex videos of my wife and her ex-boyfriend on an old laptop. Many people have been messaging for updates, so here we go. I have included the original post below as well. Couple days after posting on Reddit, I decided to talk to my wife about the videos. I basically told her I found sex videos of her and her ex on her laptop. My wife was surprisingly calm and told me that there is something I need to know that she hasn't told me. So my wife and her ex dated for over 4 years. They mutually agreed to film themselves having sex. Initially they were filming for fun for their own sexual pleasure. Then they decided to post their sex videos online on amateur porn sites for money. Over time, my wife and her ex gained some following and they were posting videos on a regular basis for money in their fan base. Most videos were two of them involved in different types of sexual intercourse. But there were also a few videos of her with her ex and his friends having a threesome. There were also videos of her masturbating and using different sex toys. Even after we got married, my wife had posted a couple videos of her masturbating on her channel. All videos have her face blurred out so others can't identify her, but obviously I can tell it's my wife based on her body features and voice. My wife apologized to me for not telling me about this before getting married. Her excuse was that she was afraid that I would leave her had I known. She regrets keeping it a secret from me but does not regret selling sex videos. Over the 2 to 3 years, she has saved $80k USD from selling her videos and photos. She wants to resume posting videos. In fact, she wants to film our sex videos and start selling these videos on her channel if I'm okay with it. If not, she wants to continue filming herself masturbating. My wife doesn't understand why this upsets me. In her eyes, no one will know it's her. She's not cheating with anybody, and it's an easy way to save up some extra money. We started seeing couples counseling recently. My wife has agreed to not post any more videos for now, but old videos are still available for her fans to watch and buy. It is one thing to see old sex videos, but to find out that my wife was doing amateur porn has been very difficult for me to digest. I don't know what to think anymore. While she hasn't done anything illegal, I just have a hard time seeing my wife the same way when I didn't know this about her. Am I being too conservative? This is destroying my life right now. I cannot focus at work. I can't think about anything else right now. Any thoughtful advice is appreciated. Not everyone will agree with this, but I think that you married her way too fast, emo. Not fully learning that person is a major reason why divorce rates are so high in recent years. That's exactly what I thought. How? She purposefully kept this from him because she thought he would leave. He only found out because his laptop was broken. How would being together longer have made it more likely for him to find this out? You married a woman you barely knew. I promise you she won't give up easy money just for you. Discuss this with her before you are an amateur porn star too one day without realizing it. Even after we got married, my wife had posted a couple videos of her masturbating on her channel. I'm honestly in shock. Cop just casually glossed over this. Yeah, because what was that, like last month? They have only been married 3. So basically she's still actively doing it, it's not a thing in the past. What are the chances ops videos are on the internet already? Clearly she is okay with not telling him everything. I'd completely withhold any form of affection until I could make sure my ding-a-ling is not on the internet without my consent. Highly correct, you married before you knew she was an amateur porn star. Don't you think that is something important to tell your SO before marriage? Exactly. I watched a thing of a woman who put cameras all over her house so she could be filmed having sex with her man and selling them online without his consent. Amateur porn star. Let's get to the actor first. We don't know if he is a star just yet. If you had never found those videos, she would have never told you. Think about that and then ask yourself if you can date someone who has been lying to you from the moment you met. If you can't, then you do what is best for you. If you believe you can move past this, continue therapy and see if you can make it work. In the meantime, you should ask her to stop making the videos available for sale until this is all worked out and see how she reacts. If you had never found those videos, she would have never told you. Put another way, she has been lying every second of the relationship. She lied from the very beginning and never had any plans to stop. Not to mention, she had every intention to keep doing so, including hiding vast amounts of money from her husband over years, possibly decades. The amount of deception necessary to pull that off is honestly scary. Not really. Separate bank account and just not leaving her computer unlocked or keeping all this stuff in an encrypted hidden folder that needs a password every time you click on it is easy. Hiding vast amounts of money from her husband over years, possibly decades. Did you read the post? They've only been dating for a year and got married 3 months ago, lol. Curious what else she hasn't told you. This is what haunts me. We hope you have enjoyed today's episode. Please comment, like and subscribe. Cheers. Have a wonderful day or night. Wherever you are,